two more launches. They're right at the end of the month, which I thought was going to be the last one, was Long March 7. Mm-hmm. Now, Long March 7 was a brand new rocket from the Chinese. And not only was it a brand new rocket from the Chinese, but from a brand new launch complex. On board of that are quite a few interesting things. So one of the interesting things was a scaled model of their crew vehicle that they planned to use to go to the moon and things like that. Nice. And that flew off and then came down in Mongolia. And one thing that's really funny is to look at the pictures of the Mongolian rescue people who go out and sort of go to the capsule compared to the Russian ones that went and got Tim Peake and his crewmates from the Soyuz. Well, I think that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yeah, they sort of all turn up, they're like rolling it over. It just looks like
kind of casual, didn't it?
It looked so on space age.
It looked like someone's drunk mates had found them first.
It was like a bunch of Russian builders.
Yeah.
But then in comparison with the Chinese, when they sort of went and collected it wasn't even carrying people, and they're all in uniform, and they've put a little flag by the side of it in the Mongolian desert.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty cool. But another thing that was on that on the Long March 7 was a satellite that's capable of pulling debris out of. So it's designed to it's got a little arm on it that can pull debris out of orbit. Okay. But people think, maybe it's not that at all. Maybe it can attack other satellites. So so some of the cargo on that Long March 7 could have militarized space somewhat, which is so there's quite a lot of controversy about what's on there. And I believe also they had a satellite that actually did some refueling of other satellites. So it went and refueled another satellite. So that's pretty exciting stuff.
What's up next?
And then right at the end, a little surprise launch by a Long March 4B of a military satellite.
One of my favourite Long Marches.
Well, do you know why they're called Long Marches, by the way?
No.
So the Long March is when the Chinese army were trapped and they had to do a very, very long march. And that's just genuinely, it's named after the long march that the Chinese army had to do to get out of where they were trapped.
Wow.